here during the Queens Race while they're counting the money, and I have the pleasure of interviewing Bridget Fowler. And if you don't know, this is my mom.
This is my baby. One of them. I have two.
So, but I'm still your favorite, right? Okay, you don't have to answer that.
Okay,
all right.
thank you.
So, what we're going to talk about is Mom is retiring. This is her final hurrah with the Queens Race. She's been the chairman now for 28 years. Started in 1995, I believe, with Natalie Young.
I believe that was it.
Yeah, and gone through today.
Yes.
So tell us what some of your favorite memories are.
All of them.
About Queens Race.
All of them. Everything that has to do with it, whether it was happiness or if it wasn't, or the hardest thing for me. Working with the girls is fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Working with their moms is fabulous because everybody has the same goal for the same time. What it is, the worst thing is, and all these girls that you get to know in this time, short time, unless you've known them before, that there's going to be a winner and there's going to be second place, third place, fourth, and it's just you want everybody to be a winner, but you can't. So we've had some people who were very gracious, some that mostly everybody puts on what they need to do to get through it. Now, I know that there have been a couple of times where I've gone to someone's house and cried with them because I knew that they worked so hard and it just didn't work. But, that's the way life is. You're up or you're down or you're in the middle. And if I had to do it, I would tell somebody to stay in the middle because it's so nice. It's like being the the stuff in a good cookie or a double cookie. You know what I'm saying? That stuff in the middle. So yeah,
it is easier if you can take some of that stress off and just relax and go with it. What I really like, or how well the girls do, like when they first come in, at the tea that we do, the regulation, and where we read the rules and stuff, and they're so shy, they're so quiet, they won't talk. And then over these 2 weeks, I've run into them here and there, and they will just talk, and they're so friendly, and they're so outgoing, and it's so fun to watch that metamorphosis. And I love it.
And the best thing about that is, through their lives, these are all going to be seniors in high school next year. They're going to go to college. They're going to come back to Gilmer. They're going to come to Yamborees again. And they're going to look you up. And they're going to say, didn't we have such a good time? And you can say, yes, we really did. And you did so good. And you look so pretty. And because they do.
Yes.
They just shine.
They do. And I know I've been helping you for, 4 or 5 years now. But I honestly think this one was the hottest and the hardest because most of us didn't have electricity. I know over half of the girls, along with myself, had no electricity when the race started. So I know that first day was pretty rough.
And I know at that point, there's no way you can call and say, hey, we're going to put it off another week.
Yes.
Because, everybody is just going to, we have to go on with it, and that's what's good about these girls and their parents and their families, is that they're all willing to do what they have to do, it's really good.
They've really been troopers. I think every year, this is the best group ever. The next year, I think this is the best group ever. But this year, I kind of have to say, the perseverance they've had through how hot it has been. Not any time that I ran into them did they say, oh my gosh, it's so hot, I don't want to do this anymore. Whatever. They just kept on, had a smile on their face the whole time and went on. So.
And you learn when it's so hot and that you take ice water with you and and you have little snacks and things.
Lots of sonic breaks.
And a lot of sonic breaks. Yes, I've had several of them my own self.
Me too.
But well, I'd have had 3 if I could have gotten here. But I will say that the year that was the hardest for me was the year of COVID. And we couldn't have the Yamboree at that time. We couldn't do, and we ended up doing in December, didn't we?
We did. We sold tickets the week of Thanksgiving, I
Yes.
believe, in that first week in December.
Uh-huh.
And then we had the pageant, or the coronation, right there in the first weekend in March.
Right.
And we did 3 shows.
3 shows,
that
yes,
year,
absolutely.
which we usually do 2. And then it was so crazy because it was 2 weeks after that, we started the next
We
year's
started
race.
it was like,
there was no break.
but you know, I think that was really good for us because, you know, we did not want to do it. And then, you know, when October came, we could not do it. And it was like we were all just hoping and praying that there would be a time when we could. And I was so glad that we didn't, because I think the only year there was no Yamboree or anything was 1 year during the war.
I think 2.
2?
World War
Okay,
II.
okay. But, and for that, I mean, that's
And
its own.
if it brought a little bit of hope to the community to see, hey, we might be getting through COVID, that was great.
That was a really,
was
really
great.
good too. We
Well-
lost a lot of good folks in there,
We
but
did. Well, thanks for visiting with us.
well,
I'm
thank you.
especially glad, though, that I got to learn from the masters. So.
Don't say the master. Do not say the master, because every year, there's going to be one little thing, 2 little things that come up. But that's how you learn. That's how I stayed in 28 years, 82 years, 130 years, however, is you just keep learning and you see love in this city and around the city for the Yamboree and for what it stands for. And it really is the best. It's the most wonderful time in the year.
Well, as Shane Wilson says, this is the beginning of the holiday season.
It is, yes. So I'm not going to go home and cook a turkey. So I will do that later, though.
No, maybe ice cream. It's too
But-
hot for turkey.
I'll tell you, Karen, I wish you the best. I will always be on your side unless you're wrong. And then gently, I will tell you,
expect nothing less.
and I will gently roll you through it. But I think you're going to be the great one. I really do.
Well, thank you, and I'm glad we got to do this together.
Me
As
too.
long as we did. So, thanks, Mom.
Mwah, I love you.